Hello everybody, welcome to the first question of the first exercise in the first lesson of the second unit in algebra. Let's get straight to it. And as usual, let's get our marker here and let's start doing some math. Okay, so this is the first exercise and these are the directions. Match. Oops, let's make this marker a bit thicker. Match the number of solutions to the correct equation. Okay, so these right here are the equations, and these are the numbers of solutions. Okay, and our goal after doing this entire exercise is to solve the equations and determine its solutions. Okay, so let's start off with the first equation right here. Let's just rewrite this over here. That is 3n minus 1. 3 times the quantity of n minus 1 equals 3n plus 3. Okay, so right here we have 3 times the quantity of n minus 1. So obviously we would want to distribute the 3 to each of the terms inside the parentheses. So that would be 3n minus 3 equals 3n plus 3. Okay, so this is the simplified, well, not simplified, but distributed version of the equation. Now we just have to add the 3, just isolate the n as much as possible. So we're going to add the 3 here on both sides so that this 3 gets canceled. So that's 3n equals 3n plus 6. And then we can subtract the 6 or subtract this 3n from both sides so we can get rid of the n's. And in this case, when we subtract the 3 n's, this right here gets canceled and this equals 0. So what they're saying is that 0 equals 6. The first equation is saying 0 equals 6. And we all know that 0 does not equal 6. Therefore, the first equation has 0 solutions. The first equation has 0 solutions. So that means 1 matches up with C. Since we know that, let's delete all of this. And please write all of this down so that you know the technique for the next time we get one of these problems to do. So let's just cut all of this for more space. Okay. So as I said, 1 matches up with C. The first equation has 0 solutions because 0 does not equal 6. Now let's move on to the second equation. Now the second equation states, let's just rewrite that again over here. Second equation states n plus 2 equals 2n plus 2 minus n. Okay, so we see on this left side, that everything is simplified. There's no anything else, any other operation that we can do to simplify the left side. Therefore, we can see there's something on the right side that we can simplify. The 2n and the negative n. So if we add those together, we have 2n minus n equals n. So that leaves us with n plus 2 equals n plus 2. Because 2n minus n equals just 1n, which is n. And then we have the other 2 here. So we drop n here, and then we drop the 2. So that's n plus 2 equals n plus 2. And we all know that n plus 2 does equal n plus 2? Because it's the exact same equation. N plus 2 is the same as n plus 2, the exact same. Therefore, the second equation has infinitely many solutions. Now, just a quick reminder, infinitely many solutions means that whatever number the variable is, the equation is true. It can be 100,000, it can be 1, it can be 6. Whatever number the variable is, it doesn't matter because they're basically the exact same equation. So therefore, the second equation has infinitely many solutions. So 2 matches up with B. Now let's go to the third equation. And as usual, let's get this out of our way because we know the answer. Okay. So now we're going to do the third equation. Let's just rewrite this real quick. And obviously using POE, process of elimination, we can see that 3 is equal to A. 3 matches up with A, but we will actually solve this. So let's just rewrite this over here. That's 6n minus 3 equals n plus 2. Okay, and as usual, we're going to isolate the n as much as possible. So we will add 3 here, add 3 here. This gets canceled out. That's 6n equals n plus 5 because 2 plus 3 equals 5. Minus the n on both sides. So this gets canceled. This equals 5n equals 5. Now that we isolate the n and the other terms on the other side, we can divide both sides by 5 to totally isolate the n. And that equals n, because that gets canceled off. 5 over 5 is 1. So that's 1n equals n. N equals 5 over 5 equals 1. So n essentially equals 1. And 1 is the only solution, because let's say we put in n for 2. N does not equal 2. When we put in 2 for n, it does not work. The only number that works, or the only number that makes the equation true, is when n equals 1. That is the only solution. Therefore, there is only one number of solutions. Therefore, the third equation matches up with A. 1 is the number of solutions for the third equation. So just to recap, 1 matches up with C, 0 solutions. 2 matches up with B, infinitely many solutions. And 3 matches up with A, 1 solution. Thank you for watching.